Ciao Juventini of the world, good morning, good morning. Yes, it is morning, it's super early. Why? Because I have a day off. And that's really amazing. It's a long time ago that I didn't have the day off at work, so I'm alone. My wife went to work, my son went to school. And what did I do this morning? This morning, coffee and papers, the Italian papers, to see what they are saying about our beloved Juventus. I hope you are all doing well in the chat. Who do I see? Who is not going to work? Who is not going to school this morning? We have Lorenzo Nicolas Golosci, who's saying buongiorno a tutti. We have Jean. We have Sering. Let's go. Good morning, Juventini. Jesper is there. Alon, Wasi. It's Aloshi. We have Bogdan, ciao Matthew Fennec, ciao Kiran. Hey, a lot of people in the chat already this morning. I don't know what you are doing with your life, but I'm happy to see you. Like I'm happy to see Ninib already in the chat. Zakir Ali that celebrated his birthday. He wanted to do it with a win of Juventus. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Unfortunately, because we lost 1-0. It is what it is. Good morning to JJ Gaming, to Hamad, to Nanva, to Kiran Paris, to Flamur, to Clement Mendy, who was waiting for so long to have Matias Soulé in first team. We have Dat Clutch, who was also there in the morning. Good morning from Sweden, from Flamur. And Abba, who is saying, morning Beppe. Ciao to everyone. It is a new week. We will try to forget about the Black Week. It was not only a Black Friday for Juventus, it was a total Black Week that started with Chelsea 4-0 versus Juve and finished with Atalanta 1-0 in our home. They didn't win in our home for 30 years. They did it last Saturday. What a disgusting week. What a black week for Juventus. It is what it is, guys. We have to move forward, and it will not be an easy one because we will start the week without Federico Chiesa, without Weston McKennie, probably with De Sciglio that is back. Will it be enough? I don't know, but we have two new players from the under-23 that join our team. Danilo is out, so we have Conny de Winter, the Belgian player that already started this season with 10 minutes in Serie A. In Champions League. And then we have a new guy that yesterday played 45 minutes with the under-23. It was 1-0 at the end that they lost, but at halftime he went out. One of the best players of under-23 went out of the team. Why? And who are we speaking about? We are speaking about Matias Soulé, number 36 of the first team, number 10 of the under-23, number 33 of the under-19 when he's playing the Champions League Youth with them. Matias Soulé went out at halftime. The trainer Ciao said, hey, from now on, he is a first team player. He will be the one that will replace, at least in terms of numbers, he will replace Federico Chiesa. He will be there. Will he play? Will he not play? We don't know. A lot of supporters are already asking. Hey, Juventus in vantaggio. Ricardo Santomaggio from Australia, who's already there in the morning. For him, it's already the afternoon. But will he play or not? A lot of supporters are at half. Some people are saying, yes, it was time to see Matias Soulé. They really believe that he will change the season of Juve. And then you have the other that are saying, hey, he will probably take the spot of Fagioli on the bench that was left alone because Allegri will never play him. So we have the positive ones, we have the negative ones. What is Ricardo Santomaggio saying from early morning? He's saying, good evening, Beppe. Heads up. Important. Everything is still beautiful. We are living a difficult moment, guys. We are living a difficult moment in terms of COVID because we know a lot of people are still in lockdown. We are speaking about Australia. Other countries like Austria are starting again lockdown. Other people are questioning themselves with that fourth wave now, with also the new variant of the COVID. They are asking themselves, what do we have to do? And that's what I say, and that's what I will always say: enjoy every single minute of football while that you are still able to do it, while that you're still able to hear the support and even the whistles of the people on the stands. Enjoy it, because we don't know what tomorrow will bring, and that's why enjoy, like Ricardo is saying, everything is still beautiful. That's the beauty of the game. That's the beauty that we are still entertained in victories and unfortunately also in losses. Thank you, Ricardo Santomaggio, for the donation. In the morning, Soule have to start immediately. That's a big statement. That's a bold statement. Soule has to start. Probably we have an expert of under 23 here, or maybe someone from the family of Matias Soulé that knows him so much that he say he has to start. He has to start. Whatever it costs, he has to start because he will be the savior of Juve. What are the other people saying? And then we will go through one football. Guys, so today we will have a lot of things to speak about in one football, as you see. And you know, one football, if you don't have it, I don't understand what you are doing with your life, because it is for free for iOS, for Android, so that you are up to date with all the things regarding Serie A, about Juventus, about Champions League, about Premier League. Yesterday 1-1 Manchester United versus Chelsea. Lukaku, they bought him for 200, 300, 400 million. I don't remember, but anyway, still on the bench. Yesterday 1-1 between the big clash of Premier League. Still a difficult moment for Manchester United with Jorginho that scored the penalty. But we are here to speak about the news of Serie A. Look at that, Tonali. Yesterday Milan, they lost 3-1 versus Sassuolo. Berardi, he is the one that scored actually yesterday with an amazing, beautiful goal, but in the last 15 goals that Milan conceded versus Sassuolo, he entered or an assist or a goal in the last 14 times. We have here a super boss, Conte, ex of Juve, who's saying, my target is a defensive pair of Serie A. We want to go for De Ligt. We have also Napoli versus Lazio that yesterday ended as crazy 4-0 for the boys of Spalletti versus the ex-team of our ex-trainer Maurizio Sarri. What else did he say? Probably, I don't know if he said it or not, but apparently I think if we go back in memory, Sarri would be happy for his ex-boys. If a team has to win, better that it's his ex-boys. We have here the picture of the one that I didn't want to see. We see Zapata. Who else do we see if we go to Juventus? What are they saying? Because on Gazzetta dello Sport today, dramatic Gazzetta dello Sport, they are already starting with the brainwashing, with the mass manipulation. We will speak about that, but one football are giving us a lot of things. Federico Chiesa, apparently he's giving a big hint online that he wants to go to Chelsea. We have Arsenal and Tottenham that are going for Kulusevski. The Spanish clubs are not interested anymore in Pogba, so he will go to Juventus. Apparently that's what people are saying on one football. We have a psychological problem. That's what the Italian journalist is saying. Guys, we have so many news. We have so many news to talk about. Oh. Sono un ultra bianco-nero. These songs, guys, in the morning, especially after a black week, it motivates me. Soule in the first team. Is it true? Yes, Deepak. Yes, it is true. Absolutely, yes. It is 100% true. Why? Because the coach of under 23, he confirmed it yesterday. Does that mean that he will play against Salernitana already from the start? Calma, calma, calma. Like here, our trainer is saying calma. Wait, enough Soule, please. Already, this false hope is timesome. Rovella, Fagioli, Caio Giorgi, Jean. Who is Jean? Who's Jean? Alex. Who's Jean? We don't know who's Jean. I don't know who's Jean, but it is what it is. Okay. Let's speak about Jean. Jean, the new player of Juventus, is coming probably from a under 7 or under 10. I don't know. He's young and he didn't have this chance to Juve. That's probably why I don't know who Jean is. Is it Wyclef Jean? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who is Jean. Whatever. Ciao. Good morning, Alex. Enough with Soule, please. But the false hope, guys. The false hope is it's not Juventus that is giving you false hope. It's probably the expectations of the supporters, because we have to calm down now. We have to calm down. Nobody promised on a letter that it would be Soule that is now the starter and the captain of Juventus that will start every single minute. No, Soule is a player officially from under 23 that will come to replace Chiesa, not on the field, but he will replace him in terms of numbers, to have actually enough men to cover the different games that we will play until 22, because I repeat, for the people that do not know, Federico Chiesa will not be there until 2022. He is out for 1 month, like Danilo is out for 2 months, and that's why we have Connie de Winter that didn't play versus Atalanta. He played 10 minutes versus Chelsea when we were already losing 3-0. So the false hope, it depends on the expectations that you have. I am not expecting Matias Soulé to be the savior of Juventus. I am not expecting him to be a starter. I am really happy for him that he will train already with the team, and let's see if he will travel also with the team, because we have a game to play tomorrow versus Salernitana. Let's see if he will travel first, let's see if he will be on the bench secondly, and let's see if he will play a few minutes. That would be beautiful. Let's see what will happen. One thing is sure is that Federico Chiesa, from a right side player, started to play with continuity on the left side of the field. Matias Soulé is a player that is playing more on the right side of the field. So in terms of number, yes, he will replace Federico Chiesa. In terms of role in the team, not exactly. So that is people were telling me, Beppe, I was not saying that it was Jean. It was not Jean. Now we have the secret. It's not Jean. It's Moise Keb. It's Moise Keb. Oh, we know. It's a joke, because Alex is saying, it's my skin, Beppe, wake up, please. Ciao, Anish. Beppe, did you remove the video of yesterday? It was showing me yesterday, but not now. Yes, I removed it. Ciao, Robin van der Vorst, who's there as well. Good morning, Beppe. We have also Frodo Baggings, who's saying, no way, they are getting De Ligt. Laughing my A off. This is the message of Frodo, because he saw on what football that we were speaking about De Ligt. It meant Soulé plays several games with first team. He can't go back to under 23. Yes, it's also true that from 5 games with the first team, they can't go back. It's true. At least if the rules didn't change. It's true. It's true, YU. It's true. And probably some people forgot that rule, that if Matias Soulé is starting to play with the first team more than 5 games, or I believe a certain minutes also, then he can't go back to under 23. That would be awful for the kid, who is doing really a great season. So we have to pay attention with these kind of things. Grande, YU, because that's a really fair and good comment. I really want him to help Juve under 23 to go to Serie B so badly. But if you want him to go to Serie B, YU, that will be a difficult, because yesterday we lost again, and that's a problem. We have people in the morning, they are super excited and super funny, because they are saying, no, Beppe, we were speaking about Jean-Alain Boumsong. Do you remember Boumsong? What a star of Juventus. Mamma mia, Jean-Alain Boumsong. Jeff Costello is there. Alex. Fagioli is doing fine in Serie B. I would rather give a chance to young blood rather than repeating the same mistakes again. That's literally the definition of insanity. Yes, Jeff. I agree. On the other hand, why are they not playing? Is it because they are not ready yet? It's because Juventus, we have to pay attention, guys. Let's go and see on OneFootball the ranking of Juventus. Where are we? Where is Juventus? So if we go to Serie A, we check the results. We start with the results. We see that Napoli, they smashed Lazio yesterday with a 4-0, 1 year after the loss of El Pibe de Oro Maradona. They won last year, 1 year ago, versus Roma 4-0. After actually that Maradona passed away, 1 year later for the commemoration, they again won 4-0 versus a team from Roma. This time it was Lazio. Roma, speaking about them, they won 1-0 with Tammy Abrahams. Of course, he scored. Why? Because I had him in my team as Fantacalcio. I sold him because he was never scoring, and now he starts scoring. The winning goal versus Torino. 1-3 Milan. Milan that lost yesterday after the goal of Romagnoli, that all the people were saying, he's back, Romagnoli, Alessio, he's back, the captain of Milan, and then he did a disaster because he even had a red card. Spezia lost versus Bologna with a goal of Arnautovic. 0-0 between Udinese and Genoa. Venezia lost versus Inter 2-0. Venezia then on social media, they even said, hey, grande Inter, you were breathtaking. The way you play is breathtaking. I don't know, Venezia, how many money they receive from Inter to write these tweets. Then Atalanta won versus Juventus. We know it. They went one time on target, and it was a goal with the work that Moisken had to do for Juve. It was Zapata that did it, that didn't score for the last 3 games versus Juve, and this time he scored. 9 goals in Serie A for Zapata. Our best striker is Bonucci. The second one is, no, actually equal. It's Dybala with 3 goals. We have some problems there. Sampdoria won 3-1 versus Verona. Why? Because instead of Tammy Abrahams, I told you that I sold him at Fantacalcio, I bought Simeone, and from the moment that I bought him, he's never scoring again. It is what it is. That's my bad luck this year with Fantacalcio. Fiorentina lost 2-1 versus Empoli. They were winning 1-0 with Vlahovic, and then 2 goals of Empoli. Cagliari Salernitana 1-1. Salernitana will play versus Juve, but that's not why we are here. We are here to check why the young players are not playing, because we have no margin for mistakes. We already did too much mistakes, guys. Again, 1 versus Atalanta. If you look at the ranking, we see that Juventus at the moment is 7. Why 7? Probably because we want to think again about Cristiano Ronaldo. We are missing Cristiano Ronaldo a lot. We know that the last time he was with Juventus, he scored more than 30 goals, 29 I believe in Serie A. If I'm not wrong, 20, I believe 29, I don't remember. Anyway, more than 30 goals in Serie A. We are missing him, so we want to celebrate Cristiano Ronaldo being 7th in Serie A, 21 points, the same points as Bologna. I don't know. Let me put a bit out. Wait. Better like that. When I see that we are at the same points as Bologna, the same points as Fiorentina, the same points as Lazio. Don't tell me that Juventus has the same team as Bologna. This is absolutely not acceptable. We are already, after 14 days, we are already at 14 points from Napoli. Mamma mia, that's a disaster. Disaster! And how many points? 7 points from the 4th in ranking. 4 points from Roma. Guys, this is a disaster. This is a disaster. Ciao Hanin, ciao Frodo again, ciao Gutam, who do we have else? When I look at how Berardi did Romagnoli, I remember Messi with Boateng in 2015. Guys, one thing is sure, that I was watching the game, I saw Sassuolo versus Milan, or Milan versus Sassuolo, and I have to admit, guys, that at a certain moment, maybe Berardi, that is not a player that I really like, but sometimes he has these things of genius. Berardi, he's not a bad player, but it's not my favorite one. Berardi, he was blocked on his left foot, because we know that he's a left foot player. He was trying to go with his body. It was totally clear, because he had 2 defenders on him, Romagnoli and another one. He was trying to go on his left foot 1 time, 2 time. He understood that it was blocked. What did he do? He put with his left foot the ball a bit more at the exterior of the box to put him on his right foot, and then a beautiful dribble, boom, with his right foot he took his attempt, and it was quite okay. We have a problem in our team, because Kulusevski has only a left foot, because Dybala, our mega star, our number 10, has only a left foot. We have so many players with only a left foot, and this is a problem. A problem because we are predictable, and instead of doing sometimes things like Berardi did yesterday versus Milan, so it means that if it's blocked on the left one, let's go to the right side, we are not doing it. And that's a really hard thing. If you see that sometimes we are going into the box or right outside of the box of our opponents, and we know already that our players are really going for their favorite position. Don't forget that we are also having opponents, and their opponents, they see the videos like you are seeing the videos, like I am seeing the videos. They see, they are studying our players, they know how we play and what is our favorite thing to score. That's a big problem. So Let me see some comments, and then we will go through the front pages because Gazzetta dello Sport started already immediately with big titles on Juve. We should aim for top 4. That's what we should, absolutely. How am I doing? As you see, I'm super pumped up because I'm on holiday. On the other hand, I'm super sick, guys. I'm super sick. I don't know if what I have. I will have to do a anti-COVID test a bit later. When I finish the live, I will go and buy a self-test because I'm not good. I'm not good, but I wanted to do the video. It's my day off, and I want to enjoy my day off as I want to. I don't care. I don't care about being sick or not. We have to do the video. We have to speak about Juventus this morning and live. Imagine if I have not my job anymore and I could do only that. It would be all day Juventus, 24/7. Good evening for Karasu. Beppe, what about the transfer list? We are November. No, we're nearly December, so we have 1 month. Thank you, Pankaj. So let's go and see, because people are already speaking about Rabiot. Rabiot smoked some high quality weed, he forgot how to play. Depends, because versus Lazio he was playing well. Who is the fault of his last performance? Is it because of the team? Is it because of Rabiot? Is it because of Allegri? We don't know. Because how is it possible that versus Lazio he plays an amazing game, versus Chelsea it's a disaster, and he is invisible versus Atalanta? I don't know. Beppe, will Allegri sell Alexandro this summer? We need to give more chances to Luca Pellegrini. Well, that's another thing, that Luca Pellegrini originally is not my favorite player. He has never been, and he will maybe become one day, but at the moment, absolutely not. Now, if we are honest, he started really well versus Lazio and finished even better. He was good offensively and defensively. He is younger. He has some run. Pay attention because he is a player that is also injury prone, so we have to pay attention to that with Luca Pellegrini. Does he deserve a bit more chances? Yes, probably because Alexandro is not doing well. Will we sell him? Is it Allegri that sells? No, it's not Allegri that sells the players. It's the team of management like Cherubini. Then it always depends on who do we have that wants to buy Alexandro. Sorry guys, I'm sick now. I'm sorry guys for that. Happens. Demiral makes too many mistakes, like the penalty versus Porto. I don't know why we are speaking about Demiral, probably because he played versus Juventus. He did a great game, yes, but indeed he did a lot of mistakes also on Juventus. Depends on the team he's playing it in. Oh, immediately, Emmanuel, he just woke up and the first idea he had in the morning was sack Allegri. Sack Allegri, Emmanuel is saying to all the people in the chat, sack him, we don't want to see him anymore. We only saw him for 3 months and we are already tired of Allegri. Allegri, guys, he will go nowhere. I nearly said it in the locker room. We have a contract, 4 years with Allegri. He has big money. He will rebuild Juventus no matter what cost. You like it or not, start to be prepared to see Allegri for a few years at Juventus. Then everything can happen. But sacking Allegri to have him at home for 4 years will not happen. So let's go and see the front pages. And then we will go back to One Football, of course. What are the front pages saying? We start with Gazzetta dello Sport. Hey! Gazzetta is back. Earthquake Juve. Terremoto Juve. Why are they saying that? With Cristiano Ronaldo is keeping his head into his 2 hands. And then we see some money here. €100, €200. The dossier of Gazzetta dello Sport. Mamma mia. Gazzetta dello Sport is going full power with the big letters Juve. What are they saying? So just to explain you a bit what happened and so that you can put it also into context. Gazzetta dello Sport, they go full power on the extra field things. They are not speaking about Juventus that lost 1-0. They're not speaking about the 4-0 of Napoli. They don't care about Milan that lost and is not first for the first time in Serie A this season anymore. No. Not even the Ballon d'Or. No. No, they are speaking about Juve in the front page. Why? Because we know that on Thursday night we had the finance police that went into the headquarters of Juventus to ask questions, to take some administrative papers, to start an investigation about hypothetical problems in terms of profit transfers. How many? 42. 32 are under investigation. For example, the Danilo Cancelo swap, the Arthur Pjanic swap, but then also a lot of other minor transactions, like, for example, Marley Ake to Juventus for 8 million, a player from Juventus from 8 million to Marseille, and so on and so on. So that's where they were. Again, it's written in the official communication, hypothetical things, and we know that Gazzetta dello Sport are masters. They are the king in brainwashing and in mass manipulation, because Juventus at the moment is not accused of anything. It is hypothetical investigations about profit things. Just one thing, in 2008 they investigated Milan, they investigated Inter, they saw that there were some problems with profit transaction of young players, because the value was put a bit higher than they were, and at the end they said that we can do nothing about it. Why? Because what is the real value of a player? Is there a rule? Is there something that is showing and proving actually that Juventus or whatever club in the world is giving another value to players? There is no theory about that. So they said, the dossier is closed, the affair is closed, we stop with it, we can't do anything else. But it was proven that also there were some problems. Now, there is a funny thing, because one of the big things that are under investigations as well is, for example, Osimhen. Osimhen paid from Napoli to Lille for big money, and they gave, for example, 3 players from the youth team of Napoli from 10 million each. These 3 players, they went to Lille, they never played. After 1 year they stopped their contract and they are now playing in amatorial leagues, but nobody is speaking about it, especially not Gazzetta dello Sport. They are not speaking about it in big letters. They are in small. We will see it later, or maybe now immediately, so that we close that, and then I will read your comment, guys, about it, what you think about that affair. At the moment, Juventus is risking nothing, guys. But here you see, here in big, in red, so that it's clear for everyone. La Juve collabora. Juventus is collaborating. Cherubini was at the offices of administration to explain the methods of Paratici. How was Paratici working? We know that Cherubini was a direct collaborator of Paratici. He went there under investigation for around 9 hours. That's a lot. But look at how they are explaining, how they are highlighting the word Juventus. On the other hand, when they are speaking about Napoli, what do we see? That here they are saying the affair, the Italian affair, is also looking at some French transfer market. Now they are also investigating the affair of Osimhen. They are not speaking about Napoli. They don't put in big, in red letters, Napoli, pay attention. Napoli also in the scandal and this kind of thing. No, they are saying the affair Osimhen. Where do they write Napoli? Here in the middle, somewhere in small, so that nobody sees it. And this is actually the manipulation, the mass manipulation, the brainwashing of a paper, the pink paper of Gazzetta dello Sport, like they did, for example, in 2006, putting Juventus on big pages, and now they will push on that story for really long, for a few months, until they will say that Juventus has nothing to do with these things, and that Juventus did everything according to legal ways, and then they will not even speak about it anymore. They will not explain that Juventus was honest. No, they will not. They don't care about that. But they put us on big pages with the picture of Ronaldo. I love that. I love that song. So let me see. Andrea Agnelli is there. Let's see what the president is saying. it's a great opportunity for youngster. I think that Soule, De Winter, and Hans Nicolosi should get some playtime. Ciao, Beppe. Andrea, you are the one that should say it to Allegri, not me. You are the boss, not me. But if we are speaking about the winter is highly appreciated from Allegri, Soule as well. Two players that received their chance in some friendlies. They were showing beautiful things. Then, how good are they to start in a disaster Juve? That's the big difference. Players are telling me, Pepe, why is Juventus not playing with youngsters? I will tell you one thing. That is strange, but it's true. If you have a team that is performing well, with everyone knowing their position, they have already a way of playing football, and you insert one young player, he will find his place. Like the young guy that played at Dortmund, you remember? Or in a Chelsea playing with young kids, or whatever. You know, whatever team, when you are launching young players, you have to launch them also in a team that is working. And then you have a bit more facilities. It's a bit more easier for them to play and to focus on their own role, not feeling the big pressure of, hey, I am the savior of my team. I will have to prove myself, because if I'm not performing after 2 games, I will probably never see the pitch again, and people will start criticizing me. So in a team like Juventus that is trying to find again his DNA, he's trying to find for stability. It's difficult if you have to put these young people, or you had to go in the summer with a total different way of speaking to the fans, telling, guys, we have some problems. We don't have the money to do a big mercato. This season will be not only a big transitional year, but it will be the start of a 3-5 year plans to go back to the top. Can Juventus say these kind of things? No, they can't. Sono un ultra bianco-nero ed amo soltanto 2 color. Ale 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 o, ale 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 o, ale 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 o. Welcome, Joaquin. Joaquin, that is a new member of the channel. Grande. Thank you for Joaquin for becoming a member of the channel. For the other people that are asking, how did Joaquin do in this early morning to become a member? The link is into the description. You have 2 links. One to download for free, one football, and the other one, if you want to offer me the coffee, you can become a member of the channel. Easy, easy, super easy. Now, speaking about the winter, speaking about Soule, yes, they are there. Let's see if they will start, how many times they will play until Danilo and Federico Chiesa are not there. Pay attention, still 5 games. From the moment they hit 5 games, they can't go back to under 23. Pay attention to that. That's a really important one, and that's also probably why the players are not playing that much. They need to be secure to have, for the rest of the season, their spot with the first team. Because imagine, Danilo is back. De Winter already played 5 games with Juventus. Danilo is back. De Winter can't play again with first team. He can't play again with under 23. We have a problem. Same for for Soule, and that these are kind of things that we have to pay attention with. Speaking about Hans Nicolosi Caviglia, it was a great prospect. Unfortunately, the guy had injury after injury after injury after injury. He just came back, and now he's again starting to get some minutes. It's not at his level at the moment. So we will have to wait a bit. Ricardo Santomaggio in the morning is saying, sack the fans, sack the fans, sack the fans, sack the fans. So and this comes back to the comment where we were saying sack Allegri. What is Hanin saying? I think that Allegri needs to work on patterns of play, to memorize and train specific moments, not to give total freedom in final third. We young players that with young players that look like we have young players that look like they don't know each other. It's true. It's totally true. So what's happening, guys? Really easy with Allegri. It happens that Allegri, he said it in his book, he said it in press conference, he said it to Sky, he said it multiple times. His way of intending football is solidity in the back, memorized patterns of play in the midfield, and then from the moment that the ball is going up, Our players have the freedom of being genius. That's the idea of football of Allegri. The players can interchange position, they can go into the spaces, they can attack, they can go back. They have to be creative from the moment that we have the possession of the ball. And it always worked, especially when you have players of the qualities of Tevez, of Cristiano Ronaldo, of whoever player that we had in the front, because we had great players like Mandzukic and so on and so on and so on, Higuain, Pipita and so on. Now, it starts to be a lot more difficult when you miss that real number 9 that is a finisher. These kind of things are super, super, super difficult. And now at the moment, we don't only have to work on patterns in the front, but also asking our players to play a bit more up front. That's the first thing that we have to do. Maybe that from this moment, from this season, Allegri needs to work also on players to ask them up front how to play, what kind of thing they have to do. And it's true that today, when we are looking at Juventus that scored for 6 times in a row, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, then started to score 2 goals on penalty versus Lazio and didn't score versus Chelsea, didn't score versus Atalanta, after being actually leaded 1-0 by Atalanta in our stadium at the 28th minute. We were not able to shot on goal. Only 2 times on goal versus Atalanta. We have a problem to fix there. I totally agree with you. Absolutely, Hanin. We have to work, not only in the midfield. Now the problem is that we don't have a lot of time, because look at the schedules. The schedules are saying that we were playing on Saturday. Yesterday they trained, the players trained, but you know that the day after the game you can't train that hard because you have to recuperate some energies. So they train on Monday, and tomorrow they will already travel to Salernitana to play the game in the evening at 8:45. They come back, we are playing again on Saturday. So the calendars are not helping, and that's for something where I agree with Maurizio Sarri, where when he is complaining about the fact that the teams today, they have not the possibility to train. The trainers today, the coaches today, they are just actually people that are putting players in a kind of formation, hoping that all goes well. They are trying to manage all the injuries or the players with suspension and so on. But training them, learning them footballs, learning them all these kind of things is hard. It's hard. Hey, Ahmad also became a member of the channel. Sono un ultra bianco nero ed amo soltanto 2 color. Ale 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 oh, ale 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 oh, ale 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 oh. Sono ultra bianco nero. So the winter already has 1 game. You are great in mathematics, Hanin. You are really great in mathematics. Hit the like buttons, guys. Die. We have only 57. Let's go and try to go to the 100 likes this morning. Let's go. I'm going to invest in a big midfielder, Beppe. Maybe Pogba or switch Pogba. But we'll make our fans happy. Don't worry, Juventini. Good things take time, but we will surely go back. Sono un ultra bianco nero, ale 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 oh, ale 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 oh, ale 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 oh. We have 2 new members. We have Amat Dale, that became a Just supporter, a GJust supporter, and I already sang the song, and then from the moment it will pop up, we will welcome also Hidayat, that also subscribed for the first time. Beppe, does Juve sign Dybala to a performance-based contract, as I'm very concerned about his injuries? More or less, that's what the rumors are saying. Let me take a bit of coffee. More or less, I will answer that question, but let me first say welcome to Hidayat Ansari, that became also him a member of the channel. I told you, we heard the song. Sono un ultra bianco nero ed amo soltanto 2 color. Welcome, buddy. Ricardo. So what about the contract of Dybala? The contract of Dybala is taking time. Every time it's postponed. First before the international break, then during the international break, then after it. Then you have Georgia Antun, the agent of Dybala, that is coming for Turin, that is saying that he will not go back without the signature. Then you have a Pavel Nedved that is confirming that they are at the details. They just need to announce it. So it will be announced. There is no doubt about that, apparently, because all the journalists are saying it. Giovanni Albanese, Romeo Agresti, Fabrizio Romano, Nicolo Schira, all the people are saying that the contract is there. It's just a matter of when announcing it. The last rumors about the contract of Paulo Dybala are that Dybala will have a contract apparently of 8 million or 8.5 million fixed salary, and then he will have a bonus up to 10 million. What does that mean? Not 8 plus 10, 8 plus 2 or 8.5 plus 1.5. We have a new, no, not member, but we have a new guy that subscribed to the channel. I can't read his name, unfortunately, because I know a few words of Arabic, but I can't read it, unfortunately. But thanks to the fact that he subscribed to the channel, what do we have? We have actually the luck to hear Giuliani screaming goal, 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 something that we didn't hear since the last two games. So if we are going back to the contract of Dybala, so performance, yes, apparently it's in terms of presences, so appearances on the field, goals, assists, and so on. So if he's doing it well, he will probably go and reach the 10 million, so 8 plus 2 or 8.5 plus 1.5. That bonus will be taken consideration for 2 years. So that bonus will be for 2 years available. If he consistently reach it for year 1 and year 2, so it means that for 2 consecutive years he reached it, what is great for Juventus, because thanks to him then Juventus as a club is doing better. That means that automatically for the third year he will have these bonuses considered as fixed. That means that it will not be anymore 8 plus 2, but it will be 10 a year for the next 3 remaining years. Why? Because they are speaking about a length until 2026. And these are the secrets of the contract of Dybala, at least according to the last rumors. Why is it at the moment not revealed? I don't know. Is it because he was again injured? Is it because they are still trying to find a way to work on the details? I don't know. Let's see. But now it's true that the injuries of Dybala are starting to be a lot. It's true. It's totally true. 2 plus 2 is 4. He's a math genius. He's a math genius. It is. We have to agree with that. Chiesa, don't go. Let's go to the news of One Football. One Football speaking about Federico Chiesa. That's a beautiful assist, guys, and I want to reassure you on that news. So let's go. Here on Federico Chiesa, Juventus star Fede Chiesa dropped. They already call him Fede, not Federico anymore. Fede, a bit familiar. They are going familiarities with Federico Chiesa. He drops a big online Chelsea transfer hit. Why? Can we see that image? We don't have it. We don't have the image. Why? But let's read it. So what is One Football reporting? Juventus star Fede Chiesa has dropped an online hit that a move to Chelsea is on. Chiesa, who played a pivotal role in Italy's Euro 2020 triumph, has been linked with Thomas Tuchel's side on numerous occasions over the few past. Yes, that's true. It's been reported that the Blues are plotting a £83 million, so that's a lot more, soup for the 24-year-old who netted the winner against them back in September Champions League clash. And Chiesa has fueled talk of a move with his social media activity, reports the Daily Express. The attacker is now following Chelsea's official account as well as 5 blue players: Christian Pulisic, Mateo Kovacic, Saul Niguez, Kaio Havertz, and N'Golo Kante. Chiesa is also following Chelsea's ex-talisman Eden Hazard. So what happened, and it's true, it's that Chiesa on Instagram. Let's go on Instagram. Let's go on Instagram. You go on Instagram. We will try to find Federico Chiesa, and we will try to see who is following. He's following 371 people. Who is he following? Locatelli, Ken, Dejan Kulusevski, Baba, Juventus, Ramsey, Melo, De Ligt, Marchisio, Andrea Pirlo, McKennie, Dybala, Fagioli. We continue, Kabilame, Fabrizio Romano, Del Piero, Bonucci, Sky Sport. These are all the people that I'm following as well. And then we see other people that I don't know who is following, like Florenzi, Spinazzola, Cannavaro, Fedes, Vieri, these people, Chiamarsi Bombo, Mancini, Luca Vialli, and then we have other players. Calabria, so will he go to Milan? I don't know. Luis Alberto, will he go to Lazio? I don't know. Sfera e Basta, an Italian singer-rapper, will he start a musical career? I don't know. Who else is he following? Meri Demiral, will he go to Atalanta? No. Maybe it's because they were already friends before. Maybe. Emerson Palmieri, okay, they play together in national team. He's still following Fiorentina. Does it mean that he will go back to Fiorentina? I don't know. Theo Hernandez, does that mean that he will go actually to Milan, because it's already the second player? Calabria and Theo Hernandez, mamma mia. Milenkovic from Fiorentina. Ciccio Caputo, will he go to Sassuolo? No, to Sampdoria maybe. I don't know. Nicolo Pirlo is following the son of Pirlo. Marco Benassi, another Fiorentina player. Ilicic, will he go to Atalanta? I don't know. Let's go. Let's try to find other other things. NBA, maybe he wants to start a career in NBA. It can be, guys. Frank Lampard, mamma mia. Frank Lampard. But he was already a Chelsea coach. It's not the Chelsea coach anymore. Okay. Let's skip that one. Haaland wants to go to Dortmund. Guys. Tammy Abrams, mamma mia, he wants to go to Roma. To Lazio again, the second player after Luis Alberto. He wants to go with Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. Mamma mia. France football, even if he was not in the 30 of Ballon d'Or. By the way, today it's Ballon d'Or moment. He's still following Ballon d'Or. Hey, Ansu Fati from Barcelona, Sterling from Manchester City, Franck Ribéry. Apparently, Chiesa wants to play for Salernitana now. He wants to play with Dusan Vlahovic. Oh, mamma mia. Prince Boateng. In the morning, I'm feeling bad. If I see all the teams where Federico Chiesa wants to go and play, I feel so bad. Hazard is not even playing at Chelsea, but it is what it is. Lorenzo Chiesa, mamma mia, he's following his brother, Frankie de Jong. Mamma mia. I still don't see the players. Here we are. N'Golo Kante, Virgil van Dijk. Where? I don't know. It's a bit confusing where he wants to go. I think that Federico Chiesa, he wants to go to Paris Saint-Germain with Verratti. He wants to go to Bayern Munich with Lewandowski. He wants to go to Liverpool with Mo Salah. He wants to go to Torino with Marco Piazza. He's following the entire world except of me. I will ask him. He even wants to play with FIFA legend foot cart with Ruud Gullit. Guys, I stop. I'm tired. I am tired to check the players that Federico Chiesa is following, guys. You wanted me to check. I went and I checked. Guys. Let's go and see who I am following. No, I'm following only Juve players. Except of Pogba, I'm also following only Juve players. It is what it is. Guys, I believe that now we can stop speaking about that nonsense because Anita was really scared. He was saying, boy, please, Chiesa, don't go away. Enough, Beppe. You see, guys, a few seconds to understand, guys, they need they need to sell the papers, but it's true. Now let's speak honestly about it. It's true. A club like Chelsea, a club like Bayern Munich, because yesterday Nicolo Schila, we will see it on Twitter, then we will go, first let's go to the other pages. Corriere dello Sport, scappa Napoli. Napoli is going after the 4-0 and after the loss of Milan yesterday, +3 versus Milan, and then they are saying Allegri is losing Chiesa. Stop until 2022. We will continue to speak about Federico Chiesa. I have it here. I will not forget it. Tutto Sport is speaking about half Serie A that is actually shaking with that scandal of Plusvalenza, and then they are saying, what a Napoli, we are not giving up. Of course they are not. They are first. Why should they give up? Why should they give up? I don't know. So Nicolo Schira, what is he saying? Yesterday he was saying that, and I answered on that one. Wait, because Nicolo Schira, he loves to write a lot of things. Here we are. Nicolo Schira is saying Chelsea and Bayern Munich are monitoring Federico Chiesa for the summer. If Juventus don't enter Champions League, they will try to sign the Italian winger, who is happy at Turin. Chiesa is not transferable for Juve. In fact, they rejected a rich bid last bid after Euro 2020. Good morning to Andar, my great friend Andar Sofyan. So, what are they saying? And it's really important because Chelsea, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester City, all the teams of the world, when they see a pure talent like Federico Chiesa, of course they will try to buy him. It's normal. They inform themselves. They want to check if it's possible. Like, for example, Juventus is doing for Vlahovic, for example. When there are great players, when you are a great team, you are informing yourself. It's normal. Juventus went to Bayern Munich. They asked for Douglas Costa. They saw that it was possible. You go for Douglas Costa. Sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not possible. But it's normal that a big club is following big players. Totally normal. But now, Nicolo Schira, journalist, Mercato expert, is saying Chiesa is happy at Juve. He is happy because he's a Juventino. He loves Juve. He is Italian. Where do you want him to go? It's a big difference between Matthijs de Ligt, for example, and I don't know about Matthijs de Ligt, but a player that already left his favorite club in the world because he's an Ajax fan, and he took the decision to leave Ajax to go towards other challenges, other opportunities, and he went already to Juve. He loves Juventus, he loves the city of Turin, he loves everything from the black and white side, but I'm not sure he will remain with us 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, because these players, they already did a heartbreaking decision in the past, leaving their favorite club. If they already left their favorite club, why should they not do it in another club? While Federico Chiesa, he is Italian, he has the mentality that Juventus is the biggest club in Italy. So for the Italian players, Juventus is a point of arrival. It's not like a jump things from Juventus to another thing. Then it can happen. It's written nowhere that Chiesa will remain with Juve forever in his life. But as we see, there are two things that are correct and important. Federico Chiesa is happy. He's happy at Juventus. And the second thing is Chiesa is not transferable for Juve. So forget about it. What about De Ligt? We were speaking about him, so let's see on One Football, guys. What are they saying? Not about De Ligt, but then about De Ligt. Sorry, wait. Where is the news? It was on Serie A. Guys. On mobile, it's even better. The app. They are saying Spurs boss Antonio Conte targets Serie A defensive pair. So who are they going to? Tottenham chief Paratici is targeting Serie A to boost their defensive options. Spurs boss Antonio Conte is eager to strengthen the squad in January already, with a focus on defense. Juventus topper De Ligt 22 and Stéphane De Vrij 29 of Inter are high on the list. Conte wants both players through the door in January, as he is convinced by the defensive group he has inherited. The Ligt's contract with Juventus extends to 2024, while De Vrij contract with Inter runs until 2023. So, guys, why should on earth Juventus sell De Ligt in January? First of all, the clause goes in from this summer, not in January. Not in January. You can do whatever you want. You can dance, you can go to Juve, you can knock on the door, you can say, "Good morning, Juve, we want De Ligt." Juventus will say, "Good morning, Tottenham, good morning, Fabio Paratici, good morning, Antonio Conte, we are not selling De Ligt. Point. Stop. Ciao. Arrivederci. Ciao." But, probably they will try again in the summer. And then it depends. Where is Juventus at that moment? Are we in Champions League? Are we not in Champions League? What is the heart of De Ligt saying? Because it's not because the club arrived at Juventus with 150 million that De Ligt has to say yes. He can say yes. Mino Raiola can say yes. But at the end, the final decision will be from De Ligt and not from someone else, if someone is ready to activate that clause. Good morning to Sebastiano, that is not going to work, he's not going to school, he's on YouTube. Release clause of De Ligt is really low. 150 million, Ravi. If I have 150 million, I can guarantee you that I will not have a library in the back, but I will have a real player behind me that will do the, with the ball, he will do some headers for the entire life. I can promise you that. With 150 million, you can have people that will spit some fire and even I don't know. Some animals doing some circus things, I don't know, but 150 million is a lot of money. I think we are overlooking the importance of great fullbacks. No, we are not, Aldo. We are not overlooking the importance, we just don't have them. And pay attention, we have a player like Danilo that is not here, and you see the stability of the defense without Danilo is totally different. We lost him. We saw versus Lazio the problems that, versus Chelsea, the problems that we had, especially on that side of the field. Unbalanced team without the solidity defense of Danilo. We saw what we had versus Atalanta. On the other hand, you should have some fullbacks that are able to go up and down. Last time they asked me on a podcast, the Calcio guys, they asked me, Beppe, what is the most important role? And if you have the money to buy a fullback, who are you going for? And I was trying to think about a left fullback, for example, to replace Alexandro. You know that I didn't know a realistic name as a fullback. I don't know. Honestly, who is possible to buy? I really don't know. So if you have names, give me some names. De Ligt to Spurs looks like he wants to win trophies. You see? That's another one. Why should he leave Juve to go to Spurs? Why? I don't understand. They are not even in Champions League. A lot of people are saying, Beppe, if Juventus is not going in Champions League, they will lose their big talents. Maybe. But then, will they go to Tottenham to play the Conference League? I don't know. Why is Allegri trying to convert the Winter to right back when he is a center back? First of all, because we miss right back. Otherwise, he would not play there. But it's not true what you are saying, Hanin. The Winter is playing on both positions. He can play as a center back. He can play as a right back. It's not converting him as a right back. He can play both positions. How many players will Conte buy? I don't know. I don't know how many money they have. I can just guarantee you that, of course, if Conte goes to Tottenham, that means that they promised him that they want to invest. Will they maybe sell a player like Harry Kane? Maybe. But Ravi, look, Alphonso Davies. Yeah, Alphonso Davies. You know, guys, I also want to marry with with I don't know, give me a name of a top beautiful women. I want to marry with Diletta Leotta, for example. Sometimes it's not possible. You have to be realistic, guys. It's not possible. I can't marry with Diletta Leotta. It's impossible. So Alfonso Davis, yeah, it's beautiful. Zappacosta, hey, you see, we are speaking about Pellegrini, Zappacosta. We are not speaking about world star left backs because they are not available on the market. Bella Hadid, Ravi, maybe Bella Hadid. Maybe I have a chance. Charlize Theron, no, because I'm not a big fan. Beautiful, but not my type of girl. So I don't know. Conte can buy the Vrij of the league, but you see also with the contract, the Vrij's contract stopping in 2023. So that means if they want to cash in on the Vrij, it's now or never. My wife will be angry. No, they know. She knows that sometimes if there was the possibility with Diletta Leotta, she knows I will leave, but she knows that she's aware of that. It's like if I don't know a beautiful man. Is going to her, she will leave as well. But we are realistic and we are together. We love each other. She will not be angry. No, seriously, Spinazzola, guys. I love Spinazzola. I loved him before he was doing great. I love him when he was doing great. I loved him even more when he was doing great with Italy. I was super happy for him. I always happy when he is doing great with Roma. The problem is that Spinazzola, you can do whatever you want. He's a player that is injury prone. Unfortunately. It's not the first time. So don't you believe that we have already enough people in RJ Medical? Would you go back and do it? I don't know. Like De Sciglio is good to be part in a perfect Juve as a number 25, entering, covering the left side, covering the right side, and I'm okay with De Sciglio. But should De Sciglio be a starter of Juve? No, guys. It is what it is. Grimaldi. I don't know too much about Grimaldi. I will have to write that name and check. Lucas Digne is good. There were some talks about Lucas Digne 2 years ago, I believe. 2 years ago. At the end, it didn't happen. Some people were for it, some against it, so I don't know. Creo que Marcelo podría funcionar al menos una temporada y no habría que pagar traspaso. Sería mejor que Alexandro hasta encontrar un joven. So Alonso is saying, I believe that Marcelo from Real Madrid could work at least for 1 season. If he comes, we don't even have to pay his value because he will be a free agent. He will be better than Alexandro until we find a young player that can cover that position. With all the respect, Alonso, Marcelo never came while his best friend Ronaldo was there. There were some talk, there were some rumors, but it never happened. Why? Because Marcelo is having out of proportion salary. Don't you believe that at the moment where we have a new way of working with Juventus, that we have already too much problems because of big salaries? We are negotiating with Dybala since more than 2 years because we don't want to give 15 millions, 20 millions, 100 millions anymore to players. We want to lower that. Don't you believe that if we have a Marcelo at the end of his career, giving him 12 million euro, even 10 million euro, that would make him the best and most paid player at Juventus? Do you think that it's not possible? It's not possible. Good morning to Softic, who's saying good morning, Juventus. Softic was pissed off, and rightly so, in the black week of Juventus. We told it, we were speaking about it. A big black week. After Chelsea 4-0, it was also a defeat versus Atalanta 1-0. Black, not only Friday, but a black week. And he was pissed off correctly, so he said it a few times, and now it's a Monday, it's a new day. He's saying good morning, Juventus. Good morning to all the people of Juve. Guys, you know that I'm having a lot of fun doing that morning live. I love it. Is Soule playing for the first team? He's able to go back to under 23. We discussed that a bit earlier this morning. We spoke about Matias Soulé. Matias Soulé, that is A player a bit like Di Maria, the new Di Maria. Good player, but he's playing on the right side of the field. So how many chances will he have when we know that we have already too many players there on the right side of the field? Matias Soulé, yes, like every under 23 player, they have a quote. They have a quote, a maximum of games that they can play with the first team. If I'm not wrong, if it didn't change, it's from a certain minutage per game in Serie A, but it's five games in Serie A with Juventus that they are maximum allowed to play. From the moment they play, they can't go back to 123. So we have to manage that and pay attention to that. Or he plays one game, two game, and Allegri decide to keep him with the first team for the rest of the season, and that is able to be in the rotation, because don't forget, from the moment that Federico Chiesa will be back, it will be another story. Or maybe, and that's what maybe I give you a possibility, guys. It's just out of my mind. It's not written somewhere. Who knows? In January, we sell Kulusevski, that is playing normally when we saw at Parma. He's playing in that 4-3-3 on the right side. You sell Kulusevski, you take some money, you save a salary, and then, even if it's not that high, the salary of Kulusevski, and you keep Matias Soulé in first team without replacing him. Hey, that's an idea. That can be a solution. Not like I saw people, hey, don't play Rabiot anymore, play Soule. But that doesn't mean nothing. Rabiot is a midfielder that is playing more on the left side of the field, and Soule is an offensive player that is playing on the right side of the field. It's like you say, hey, don't play Morata anymore, play Pinsoglio. Makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. Zinchenko is not an Allegri left back at all. He plays inverted into the midfield, you see. Time for Allegri to try something new. We are agreeing with that. We can't keep going on with that 4-4-2 hybrid. Time to take some risks. I want to see Kulusevski, Dybala, Cuadrado behind Ken or Caio. Morata need a break. I was convinced, Sotic, I was convinced, but really convinced, a few days before the game, or right after Chelsea, I was convinced that Morata would be on the bench and starting Moisken. I was convinced about that. Caio Jorge is another story, because I don't know Caio Jorge at the moment. I have big hope for him. I hope to see him soon. I hope to see him more than a few minutes in the end of the game where Juventus has to press and is obliged to win. I want to see what are his abilities. But I can't speak about him. I have to speak about Moisken. It's a player that I know a bit better. Moisken, I was convinced he would play instead of Morata after the bad performance of Morata. We have to say the truth. Is it entirely his fault? I don't know, because Morata is a player that is sacrificing his possibilities to score a lot because he's playing a lot in the midfield. He's pressing a lot of players. So I don't know if it's entirely his fault or not, but we know that at the moment, unfortunately, he's not proving. But Moisken is a player that when he entered, he didn't do great. He didn't do great versus Atalanta. He didn't do great versus Torino. He didn't do great a lot of games. So is Moisken a player that at the moment is giving us guarantee more than Morata? We don't know. Is Moisken the number 9 that we are looking for? Or also him is a player that is better in a 4-3-3 on the left side of the field? I don't know. We have a problem, and that problem we will not be able to solve it at least until January. But don't dream about Vlahovic in January, because he will not come in January. He made it already clear. If you want to dream about Vlahovic, dream about it for the summer, not today. Not today! Let me check. Beppe, do you think Dybala can win the Ballon d'Or someday? No. Beppe, when you said don't play Morata, play Pinsoglio, I just spilled water by laughing. Yeah, guys, it's the same. People, no, not Rabiot, play Soule. It's Soule. What's Soule? What's Soule? It's like you say, I don't know, don't play Bentancur, play Beppe. He's member of Juventus, he's working for Twitch, let's take Beppe and will you play him instead of Bentancur? Guys, so you know what you're saying when you say these kind of things? Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Ken seems like a panic signing, not serious from the management, if so. Panic signing, yeah, probably, yes, because we need it. We are already, guys. Okay, we have you know the squad list every time Juventus is posting it before the games, the squad list, and every time we have like one player, two players in the forward list. You know, it's quite empty. You have a lot of defenders, you have a lot of midfield, and then you have 1, 2, and everyone is making jokes about it. Why? Because seriously, we don't even have enough forward players. So when Cristiano Ronaldo left, you had to go. The problem is that Cristiano Ronaldo, he was undecided until the game of Udinese. He was not sure to leave. You remember these talks about Manchester City, Manchester United. Then, from the moment he leaves and you are sure, then you have to go into who is available in 2 days before the end of the transfer market. It's hard. It's really hard. Everton, they didn't want to see Moise Kean anymore. He was doing great. He did great at Paris Saint-Germain. So it's a quality guy. He's not bad. Softly saying Kean and Morata are not good enough. We are stuck with them. I don't want either of them. What happened? Guys, I don't know. Probably you hear me. So I believe that my camera stopped for a second. Don't worry. This kind of thing happens. So I will just put my camera again on. Wait a bit. That's a bit too close. We know that we love each other, but let's not exaggerate. Let's not exaggerate. Now you know that I start to feel warm. Moise Kean is a player. I agree. I like Moise Kean. I want him to do good. Why? Because it's a Juve player from the academy. He's a player also that the CPT can enter the list of Champions League without taking a slot from someone else. So he has some benefits and he already showed some qualities. But is he a Juve starter? No. And then we go back to the things that we were saying, that at the moment we have we have some problems and we have to play with the players we have. It's true. Lilian Thuram's Marcus' son is looking good in the Bundesliga. It's true. He has to find his space. He has to find his space. Ramsey is the only guy whom I don't want to score. Let's go into the because we spoke about De Ligt on One Football. We spoke about Chiesa. What about Kulusevski? Hey, you remember? I told you, Arsenal and Tottenham going to battle over Juventus winger Kulusevski. Tottenham and Arsenal are set to battle in the transfer market. The two North London clubs are showing a serious interest in Juventus winter. What are you saying? Two North London clubs are showing a serious interest in Juventus winter Dejan Kulusevski. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's not my first native language, English. But winter Dejan Kulusevski, I never heard about that. But let's agree. Winter Dejan Kulusevski. The attacker came on during Juve's 4-0 loss versus Chelsea. They have to repeat it that we lost 4-0. I know. Don't remind me. However, coach Massimiliano Allegri does not want the winger in his squad per calciomercato. Guys, it's not my fault. Winger, I understand. Winter, I don't know. Autocorrect, probably, from who wrote it? Tribal Football reported the news. I will tell them later. The report states that the Swedish international is difficult to place on the pitch for Allegri and is wanted by both Premier League teams. A bidding war may be on, with Spurs coach Antonio Conte particularly eager to strengthen his squad. So apparently, Antonio Conte, he wants to buy half Juventus. He doesn't want only De Ligt. He also want Dejan Kulusevski, the winter man of Juve, that Massimiliano Allegri didn't find a spot on the field for him. I have to admit that last year Kulusevski played for Juve, and also Pirlo had some difficulties to find a fixed spot for Dejan Kulusevski on the pitch. It's the truth, it's a reality, and we are seeing it now as well. I heard some rumors on papers that Kulusevski was not 100% happy at Juventus because he's not a regular starter in his second season at Juve. We saw it in All or Nothing that he was not happy with some of the whistles he received from the stands, from his performance. Don't forget, he's a young guy. Romeo Agresti said yesterday, Dejan Kulusevski is the classic player that from the moment he leaves Juve, it will be a big regret because he is a talent. And I really believe that Dejan Kulusevski is a talent, and that might be a regret. But we need as well to be sure that these kind of players, they are finding a spot on the field. You remember my theory of Kulusevski leaving, cashing in some money because Juventus, even with the capital increase, grande Riccardo, even with the capital increase, Juventus needs some money for the transfer market. If we are able to sell Kulusevski and give a chance to a Matias Soulé that will remain then with the first team, that's another story. I don't know. We first need to see how Matias Soulé will receive some chances with the first team, yes or no. Grazie Riccardo, saying Beppe, thank you for doing the live. Wanted to ask you, what do you think regards to Max formation, as I'm confused in what he is trying to play. I think that we have to consider the 360 degrees of why Massimiliano Allegri is playing with one formation. The first thing that comes to my mind is that this season, we, again, like last season, like the season before, a lot of times we are obliged to play with a formation instead of having the choice to play with a formation. Why? Because of injuries. I believe that all the injuries are not helping to find stability. The fact that we started after Ronaldo left with a shock Italian, I was reading actually Softic message, I said shock Italian. A shock Serie A start, 2-2 versus Udinese, losing versus Empoli, being able to beat Sampdoria and Spezia with 3-2, so conceding 4 goals of mid-table or low-table teams. I think that it changed the plans of Allegri, where he said it clearly, we have to work and go back to defensive solidity because we are conceding too much. If you see 14 games of Serie A, we already conceded 16 goals. That's a lot. That's really a lot, but exaggerated a lot for Juventus, but also for any team of Massimiliano Allegri. I never saw a team of Massimiliano Allegri conceding that much. We worked on solidity in defense, and we were able to do it with some 1-0 wins, like versus Torino, like versus Roma, like versus Fiorentina. We won 2-0 versus Lazio with 2 penalties. So that was the first step of Allegri. How could he work on that defensive solidity was in having the men that were also able to defend at a certain moment, to also ask the midfielders to sacrifice themselves a bit more to help and to support the defense guys, like a Locatelli that we saw that at a certain moment is not going too much forward anymore, but is working really hard on helping the defense. Also, the wingers are going back and help and support the defense. That was the first thing that he had to do. Now, a 4-4-2, it's true that if you are playing a 4-4-2, then you should play with 2 real strikers. You should play with a Moisken and Morata, or with a Dybala and with a Morata. The problem is that we never had these people to start. A lot of times, Federico Chiesa had to sacrifice himself to play up front. So it's hard. It's really hard. Am I a fan of a 4-4-2? I don't care. Only if we have the men that are able to play in that position. But today, I don't really, if you look at how we really played, because we see the formation of 4-4-2 on paper, when the lineups are called, when you see it on television before the game. But if you see the average position of the players, when we are really playing, we didn't play that much of 4-4-2. We didn't play that much. Or we play actually with a 3-man defense or with a 5-man defense, or you play with a lot of people behind our the line of the midfield, but real people that are playing in a 4-4-2, not that much. Even Rabiot, that is put as a left winger, a lot of time he comes in the game to play centrally. But we will have to find solidity. Yesterday I was speaking with some people about no, it was not twice, Anish, because one was cancelled, was given to an own goal to Simon Kjær. But yesterday we were speaking about a 4-3-1-2. Why don't we play with a 4-3-1-2? Why is Allegri not testing the 4-3-1-2? It's because if you play with a 4-3-1-2 with Dybala, yes, okay, it might work, but then you are sacrificing a Federico Chiesa. And today we are already receiving a lot of criticism about Allegri not using Federico Chiesa as he should. Most important, we need more Italians in Juventus. We need players that understand Juventus pride, something that is hard to learn. Give me Ravella and Scamacca in January. Ravella has said multiple times that he wants to finish his season with Genoa. Why? It makes sense also for him because he's playing with continuity. He's also doing a really great season personally because Genoa is not doing that great. Where is Genoa, by the way? Let me check where Genoa is. If we look at the tables, you know that the ranking I'm not watching a lot. Genoa is 18th, so it's not also the one that will carry your team. So don't forget about having Ravella and thinking that he will change your midfield. The same story as Locatelli when he arrived. Don't think that these are superheroes that are playing alone are changing. Of course, a brick, a second brick, a third brick, a piece of the puzzle are helping actually to have something beautiful. I understand, but he said that at the moment he's having a great season, playing as a starter regularly, game in, game out. He's doing something beautiful. So would Juventus take him? And again, it's always the same thing. If you take a player and you insert him in a perfect oiled team with a DNA that is working perfectly, okay, why not inserting? Let him learn, let him do some mistakes. Today we are a team that is looking for identity. Is it time to believe in a Ravella? Probably yes, but then say goodbye, and then probably you will be even 10th, because if the guy is doing mistakes, he will be killed by everyone. So I don't know, a player like Scamacca, again, the same thing as always. If you deal with Sassuolo, if they sell him to, I don't know, to Villarreal in Spain, he will cost probably 20 million, 25 million. If he goes to Juve, it will be 40 million. So that's always the difficulty with Italian players, guys. And it was said, it's not that I'm inventing. The president of Empoli, that yesterday won versus Fiorentina, they also won versus Juve. He said clearly and honestly, he said, guys, what is the value of a player? They were speaking about that Plusvalenza, that profit deal. They were saying, what is the value of a player? It makes no sense. You can't find it because I am a president, owner of Empoli. If Bologna comes for Y player, X player, for example, for a X player, whatever player, they come, I will give them a price tag for that player. If Juventus 2 days later, they come for the exact same X player, they ask me that player, the same as Bologna that I gave a price tag, I will ask a more expensive price for Juventus because they have more money, it's a bigger club, because we don't want to reinforce even more Juventus, because we don't like Juventus. I didn't say because we don't like Juventus, but that, and this is how Italy works in transfer market. This is how it works. It's not like Bundesliga where Dortmund, he goes to Wolfsburg, he goes to Mönchengladbach to Dortmund, to whatever team, Wolfenstein, Doom 3D, or whatever team. I don't know what names they have in Bundesliga. They go, they ask a player, and they tell them, wait a bit, and we will give it for free to you. Unfortunately, it's the reality. It is the reality. It is the reality. I saw earlier on, I saw my friend, I don't remember the name of my friend. I forgot about it. Anyway, I saw a friend in the chat. I forgot, and I see as well my other friend, Leonardo, that is there. Ciao Bello, saying Ciao Beppe. And then he's saying in Germany, Borussia gives his number 10 for free to Bayern Munich. Not only the number 10, but a lot of people. Rovella been better this season than every midfielder we have, except of Locatelli. I agree, Softic. I agree. Don't forget that last season he started to play with Genoa. From the moment that we bought him, they stopped playing him. They didn't believe in him anymore. They were putting him on the bench. This season, Juventus made new agreements. Then, if you want him to stay at Genoa, then at least he needs to play. Otherwise, give him back. And that's how we start. You see, because these players, they need continuity. They really need continuity. If Juve wants a striker, who else but Vlahovic? But Vlahovic is first priority. And then Paranav, look, if you have these kind of messages in the morning, it's my day off. I'm not working. My wife, she went to work. My son, he went to school. I am having coffee that meanwhile is super cold because I'm speaking too much. If it is to write these kind of messages, you will actually mess my morning, my day off, and I will not forgive you that. I will not forgive you to actually make my beautiful morning with a smile. It's already hard after 2 losses. If you will mess it because you are unrespectful. What should we do? What should we do? Should we ban you? Should we put you our timeout? Should we just ignore you? I don't know. One thing is sure is that if I wake up and instead of playing FIFA, sleeping, doing a walk, cleaning the house or whatever I'm doing actually a video, a live of 1 hour 30. You are not allowed to piss me off. You are not. That being said, we're speaking about Vlahovic as top priority, yes. Who is the second one on the list? Probably there are different options, but one of them is also the one of Fulham, Mitrovic. I know Mitrovic, not personally, but I know the player because he was playing in Belgium at Anderlecht. He's a good player. Good player, Serbian player. He's playing with the Serbian national team. He's really not bad. The thing is that our friend Mitrovic is the top scorer with how many? I think nearly 20, or he already had more than 20 goals. With Fulham this season, great player, super player, but the problem with Mitrovic is he's playing in the second division of Premier League. If you are telling me you go for Vlahovic and at the end you finish with a second division player, you go for a 21 years old player, Vlahovic, that probably will be the next superstar, or you give me a player that is 27, 28, that is playing in second division, my choice has been made really easy. That's really easy. Beppe, I want to ask you whether on request Mandzukic come back from retirement and play 1 or 2 seasons. Anish, these are other beautiful stories that are over. Mandzukic that I like, you know that when I buy a shirt, it means that at a certain moment I like the player a lot. Mandzukic has done great things for Juventus, but Mandzukic, and it's a reality, I went multiple times in the stadium of his last season before Sarria, the last season with Allegri of Mandzukic, and you clearly saw that he started to be a finished player. Not finished in insulting him, but the end of his career, that he gave so much in terms of energy on the field that, of course, it was the end for him. Sarri, I believe, was not really great in human relations to put him out of the Champions League list. He went away. But it was already the end of Mandzukic. Look, he played in other teams. He came back. He went to Milan. He didn't play a single minute. I know that you are laughing and exaggerating, but just to give the concept clear makes no sense. No team in Serie A fears us anymore. It's true. It's sad to see. It's true. I see all our players with their heads down. Sandro jogging around. Rabiot don't care. Ramsey always injured. We need grinta and personality. You know what, Softage? I don't believe that the players don't care. I don't believe that players don't care. Why? Because a career is really short for players. If you are telling me that they are not showing grinta, some players, I agree with you. Don't care is maybe a stretch. Maybe they are not the right fit in terms of personality for Juve. That's, for me, a better wording that they don't care. Because I really believe that they are sad when we lose. They are sad when they perform bad. They are not happy with the performance. I really believe that they don't care. It's a big word. But it's the first part is totally correct. Huh? Today, we said it multiple times. The teams are not fearing us. They are not. They are not. Guys, 1 hour 30 or live. We spoke about a lot of news on OneFootball. We spoke about a lot of news of Juventus. We checked the first pages. I believe it's time to stop. They are still maybe we can finish with that one. You know that the rumors are saying that Juventus is putting all their midfielders on the market. Rumors are also saying Allegri stays, all the other people are at discussion. That means if you're not performing, if an offer arrives, you leave. You leave. The problem, why is Weston on that page? Because who is going to go to offer a contract to Aaron Ramsey? Knowing that he's injury prone, knowing that he's earning so many money. Who is going to give a contract to Adrien Rabiot with the salary he has? Who is going to go and buy Bentancur if they know that 50% will go to Boca Juniors, so that we need even a more bigger offer to be received? It's hard, guys. It's really hard. Then people are telling me, hey, Beppe, Newcastle will do that. Go to Premier League, guys. Go to Premier League, and now you go and check Newcastle. Okay, Newcastle is here. They are 20th. They have 6 points. They have 3 points from the 19th Norwich and 3 points from Burnley. They have already 6 points from Leeds, and then guys, do you go to Newcastle? Can have all the money in the world. Do you go to a team like Newcastle that is 20 and probably next season will play with Mitrovic in the first division of England? So it means the second division of England. Nobody goes there. Now, if you would tell me, Beppe, Manchester United is on the player, Leicester is on the player, Crystal Palace is on the player, Aston Villa is on the player, I can tell you maybe. If you tell me Newcastle is on the player, I don't believe. Honestly speaking, guys. Ciao Lambert. But remember Hazard at Chelsea. What if he gets old? Is old format Hazard? What if? What if today we don't have the what ifs? What if then I prefer today what if Bentancur is back? If we get 10 million from a 20 million bid for Bentancur, it's more than enough. It's more than enough. Ciao San Michelev, by the way. More than enough. I believe that we already we already paid back Bentancur, so probably yes, but I don't know. He's young, huh? He's still young, huh? Maybe that Juventus was waiting. Maybe, I don't know, but they were waiting for a great season of Bentancur, so that he could go a much higher in terms of value and then sell him. Because of course, if he's doing a great, fantastic season and he has an offer of 50 million, you give 40%, so around 20 million to Boca, you keep 30 million. That's one thing. If he's doing a bad season and he's receiving 15 million euro, and you have to give 7 to the other, and you keep 8, that's a big difference. Huh? A big difference. Alex, only thing Ramsey cares about is playing with Wales in the World Cup. We should make his training as bad as possible and put him in the stands. Always so he leaves on his own. But we tried it with so many players, guys, in the past. Players don't leave on their own because you put them in the stands when they have a salary of 8 million euro. They don't. Why? Why should they leave on their own? You think that they will go to Agnelli and said, hey, Agnelli, you know what? Today you are putting me out of the squad. You are giving me 8 million a season. I'm not even playing. I'm living a great life in a beautiful city as Torino. You know what? I will leave. I will leave without any other team that is giving me money. And I will say, no, I don't need 8 million euro. Are you crazy, guys? This kind of thing doesn't happen. It doesn't happen at all. Ciao Manuel, he's back, or he stayed all the entire life. Has Allegri explained why Rabiot is our left winger? But I don't know. We have the best winger in Serie A, Chiesa and Quadrado. No, Chiesa is injured. He doesn't like Kulusevski, another good winger. I don't know, guys. But Kulusevski is not a left winger. Huh? He's not a left winger. Chiesa normally is not a left winger. There are no wingers. There are offensive players in a 4-3-3. Kulusevski on the right. Normally even Chiesa on the right. Normally Chiesa is a right side player that is adapting to the left and is doing sometimes even better on the left than on the right. Why? Because you have on the right side of the field, you have a lot of time Dybala that is there. So Dybala, Quadrado, Chiesa is too much. So he has a lot more freedom on the left side of the field. They are not really the same players. Why Rabiot? The only thing I can think about, and I'm not saying it's correct. The only thing that I'm thinking of is that Rabiot is offering normally more physicality, more defensive solidity to a team that is conceding 16 goals in Serie A than a Chiesa, than a Kulusevski, maybe. Maybe that's the only solution I find, but it's still not working. It's still not working. Zidane, a Madridista. You're wrong, Nikhil. Zidane is a Marseille fan. It's not Madridista. He's a Marseille fan. A Marseille fan that felt in love with Juventus and that felt in love with Real Madrid. But Zidane is a fan of Marseille. You know, if I go and train tomorrow, for example, okay? Tomorrow, Juventus stops with me. The contract, I'm not the host of Juventus anymore. I wait 1 year, 2 years, and I don't know, Crotone is offering me a contract to be the Twitch host of Crotone. I would never go to Inter. I would never go to Milan, of course. Imagine Crotone saying, Beppe, we want you to represent Crotone in Serie B. But then Crotone is doing well. We go into Serie A and they like what I'm doing. And then we go to the Champions League and I would be super happy. I would represent Crotone as much as I can. But here, I'm a Juventino forever. That's the club I love. Since my childhood. Like Zidane. Zidane loves Real Madrid. He loves Turin, Juventus. But here, it's Marseille. Bentancur is not a problem. Young and got low salary. It's true. I said it to get my attention, Nikhil in the morning to get my attention after 1 hour 38, where I'm speaking, reading the messages and so on. Beautiful, huh? What Vinicius is doing at Real Madrid this season is what I wanted Chiesa to do this season. From Hanin Namir. Vinicius is doing great, huh? It's true. It's true. He's doing great. Chiesa this season, ups and downs. Sometimes he had to adapt, but the team is not doing well. The team is not doing well, guys. What do you want? The team is not doing well. It's true. So tomorrow we play already versus Salernitana. Now I will take a break and probably I will do something special later on YouTube, because you know that on Twitch I'm doing a FIFA career. Maybe I will go live, maybe on YouTube or on Twitch. I don't know. I don't know yet. It depends how in the afternoon. In the afternoon I will do something because I'm off and I need to maximize the time. Or a video, can be a video or FIFA 22. Maybe starting a foot career, I don't know. But in the afternoon, I will do something. Whatever I do. So thank you to Hanin this morning, to Anita, to Nikhil, to Zuhair, to Ricardo Santomaggio that was there, to Anish, to Mehdi. Ciao, Mehdi. Sorry, buddy. I was about to close. I was about to close, but I saw your message. Thank you to Aldo, Milos. Do you think that Pellegrini can be in the first 11 over Alexandro after a good performance versus Lazio? He can, I believe he can start versus Salernitana. Yes. Ciao Mzahim. Ciao Sam Mikalev, to Aldo, to Bogdan, to all the people in the chat. Hey, you were great. Tomorrow I'm also off. So tomorrow, probably if I wake up at that time, 9:30, we will do it again. Grande forza, Juve. Ciao guys.